Hello, YouTubers. So I wanted to do this video to talk about Dewayne Wade and his family situation. Okay. Now I remember watching some videos about his ex-wife and how he pretty much kicked her to the curb and demanded that she could not see her children anymore, and now her children can't see her, and now it's like Dewayne Wade and Gabrielle Union have this whole big happy family that you know it's just a tough situation because his ex-wife stated that he abused the kids, and he fought very hard to keep them separated. He doesn't want the kids to see the wife. And I know that after the video, well, right before the video was about to end, his ex-wife had stated that she was going to law school so that she could fight for the rights to get her children back. And I just think that's a very sad situation. Very sad. Because I can't even imagine not having visitation rights to see my children. After I gave birth to them, and there's nothing wrong with me mentally, but yet because my husband or ex-husband has money and is a well-known celebrity, that because of his wealth and his fame, he can just get the rights to my children and kick me to the curb. Like, all the work that she put in, it's just so disrespectful to see that a situation like that can happen based on a person having money, being financially stable. So I hope to see, real soon, his ex-wife come out and speak more, because the videos I saw, I think they were in 2017. And this was my first time hearing about it, and that was this year. That was last month when I saw the videos, and I was just shocked, completely shocked. And his ex-wife said that he was still messing with her, sleeping with her when he met Gabrielle Union. They were still married, and then Gabrielle stepped in as if they were this happy family, and now she's playing the mother to the ex-wife's children. And the ex-wife wouldn't speak on her child being gay, but she probably doesn't really know him like that, because Dewayne Wade hasn't allowed her to see the children. So well, that's what she stated in the videos. That's a sad situation, especially because he has this young child, this young boy, and now he just made a big statement, Dewayne Wade, saying that he's going to refer to his son as a girl name, Zaya or something. And that's hard. That's hard. And I know that someone who is gay or bisexual or part of the LGBT community will probably hate my guts, because of this video. But I just don't understand how a child at 12 or 13 can say that he or she wants to go ahead and change their sex and all. It's like, you don't even know you. Like, how do you know that that's what you want? Like, what influences has this child had? I'm concerned. I'm very concerned of what this child has been seeing, what this child has experienced, growing up to make them feel that way, because science has not proven that this is something that you're born with. You're born to be gay. So I'm feeling like it has to be an influencer, someone around you that's influencing such behavior. And I mean, I see it. I saw it a lot of times from women who have male children, and they treat them like garbage. And I felt like, well, oh, that child's going to have some behavior issues, some mental issues based on that. And then later on in life, the child end up being gay, and it's like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And to each his own. To each his own. I just don't like to see it. I just don't feel like anyone should be influenced to be something. And then I recognize that hurt, pain, and trauma can cause situations like that. Like if someone's molested, if someone's been molested, that could turn them gay, and they wouldn't want to go back from that. And that's a traumatic situation. And I'm feeling like, I don't know the statistics of gays and how they became gay and everything, but I feel like in a lot of situations, a lot of times the people are molested. And they're molested, or some type of trauma that happened during the childhood that makes them want to be gay. Now, there is this TV show on TLC called I Am Jazz, where you have this boy who was, of course, born a boy or a male, and now he's had the sex change and he's living a life as a female. And I've never watched it, but I watched the commercials. And then my daughter was in a psychology class, and one of the sections they had was where they had to talk about or discuss and look at videos of people who say that they're gay and they live their life as the opposite sex since they were children. And I'm just like, how in the world? Like, I just don't know how that can happen. I'm sorry. I'm going to put my clothes in the dryer. But I'm just surprised to know, like, how that can happen. That's weird to me. It doesn't seem normal at all. And I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Because, like, who is influencing that? That's weird to me. That's very weird. But to each his own. I know some folks not going to like this video. Because I'm trying to figure out how in the world with Dewayne Wade being a straight male, how he couldn't raise another straight young man. Am I wrong for saying that out loud and not just in my household? I don't know. Probably. But that's my thoughts on that. I think it's strange. And I know a lot of celebrities are going through this and have the same issue. I'm just like, who? And it seems like because I'm curious to know how that works. You know, I hate the fact that people like to put it on black people as if we don't support it. And I know it's not true, because black people, we support the hell out of that. Okay? We'll be the first one to stand up and say, oh, leave that boy alone. He just being him. You know, the black church, the black community, your household. It's always a cousin or something. And I know that there has to be a fear with that. You know, you're not really comfortable with yourself. You're not sure why you're feeling what you're feeling. Maybe you want to feel something different, but yet you can't. You know, I can't imagine what a person feeling that way would be going through. And then, yeah, I wonder if, you know, I remember that back in the day, people used to say that if you were considered gay, that was a mental illness. And I remember saying, no, if you love who you want to love, you sleep with who you want to sleep with, that's your choice. And nowadays, I'm rethinking that decision, because if you're a person who were born like you were, and yet you want to be the opposite sex, wouldn't that mean that mentally something's going on? Or wouldn't that mean that you should seek therapy? I'm just being real. I'm being honest. Wouldn't that say that you're not happy with who God made you be? So now you don't trust God? So you don't love yourself for who you are? Is something wrong with that? I'm not saying just being gay, you want to be gay, you want to love the opposite sex. I'm talking about when you want to change your whole identity and be the opposite sex. Like, it has to be something psychologically wrong. It has to be. Like, I'm a woman. I was born a woman. I have a vagina, always had a vagina. I was born with a vagina. I'm a woman. Now, if I want to be a man and I want to turn my vagina into a penis, shouldn't I need therapy? Would something be wrong with me mentally to want to disfigure my body like that? I know I got off the subject, but I feel like I'm not really off the subject. I mean, all we know is Dewayne Wade said that he's going to now call his son a girl, and they changed her name to a girl name. And I'm wondering what's going to come next. Like, is the sex change going to come? Is the whole I am Jazz thing going to happen to him? You know, I'm concerned. I'm just asking questions because I want to know more. If you're making it public, then people are going to talk about it. So you can't say, oh, it's none of your business. Yeah, it is my business, because you've made plenty of interviews, statements, stating this, and I want to know more. I'm curious, because I feel like that child needs therapy to change from being a man, having a penis, certain expectations. I mean, things are about to change. So are you telling me that you changed this boy's gender, not the gender, but you're going to now call him a girl. You're going to give him a female's name. Is he now receiving, or now going to receive, hormones so that he could produce like a female? Are y'all going through, are Dewayne Wade and Gabrielle Union going to let this child do hormones so that it can hide who he is and show who he wants to be at this young age? Or even before he becomes an adult? I'm concerned. I'm worried, people. I know people are not going to understand. Whatever. I'm concerned and I'm fucking worried. Is this child going to be taking hormones like a lot of transgenders do so that they can get breasts, so that their voice can soften, so that it can eliminate some hair growth that they would grow like a man would grow? Will he be getting the shaved Adam's apple so that he can look more like a female? I'm so concerned right now. It takes a lot for I can only imagine that it would take a whole lot for a person to change their whole sex. And I'm feeling like there has to be some mental something going on there. Now I'm upset because I'm just concerned about this young boy, and I'm wondering if, and I'm sure his family has spoke with him and talked with him, and I'm sure they understand, but I don't. And I'm trying to figure it out because I know that you can't just be a woman. You can't just be a girl. You can dress up like a girl. You can dress up like a woman, but you cannot be a girl. You cannot be a woman. Even with the sex change, if that's not how you were born, then you had surgery to make you who you are, and it still don't make it right. Mentally, is that okay? Are you mentally stable? Even though you want to change your whole sex and be the complete opposite of who you were born to be? I'm being serious. I love gay people. I have gay people in my family. But I don't understand the transgender thing where you want to be the opposite sex to the point where you get the hormones, you get the breasts, you want to get the sex change. I'm concerned about that part. That worries me. Because for in the future, will my children have to ask a man or a woman, because I have 2 girls and a boy, will they have to ask the certain person they meet, when they meet someone new, will they have to ask them, were you born a man? Were you born a woman? And then what I'm hearing now is that a lot of gay, transgender, LGBT community, they don't want you to ask that question. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I need to know. That should be my choice if I want to do this or that. If I want to be with a man who was born a man, that's my choice. Don't take that from me. Don't rob me from that. Don't misuse me or lead me to believe that you're something that you're not and my feelings are all caught up in it. That's not fair. It's not fair. I don't care how you put that. It is not fair. You feel how you feel. You want to be who you want to be. But when you're getting involved with someone, you need to let them know that. Because it's not fair for that person. That might fuck them up mentally. Like, oh my goodness, what the hell? They might want to kill themselves. I know a lot of LGBT community members say, oh, well, a lot of people have to hide who they are, and they end up killing themselves, or someone to kill them after they have sex with them and stuff. And I'm like, okay, first of all, that person was gay that messed with them anyway. And we don't know the circumstances individually as to what happened in the circumstance, okay? Because if a man is sleeping with a man who dressed like a woman, then he's gay, obviously, or he's considered bisexual. So if he hurt that person, why did he hurt that person? Did something happen? I mean, we would need to know the details before we just assume that he doesn't want to admit that he's gay after he done had sex with the gay person. Like, it's not just that cut and dry. It's not that simple. And you're not going to just tell me that, and you're not going to diss my community, the black community, and say that we don't stick up for black gay men and women who want to be whoever they want to be sexually or physically. You're not going to say that we don't do that, because we stand right there and won't say nothing. And we see you as a grown-ass man dressed with a wig on and a dress and heels, and we'll stand there and won't say shit to you. So, and I see this all the time, and I'm upset because you're dissing my community as if we do something that we don't do. I've been places before, and I've seen men dressed up as women, and everybody look, because it's something to look at. You can't do something like that and then expect not to get looks. You can't be in a wheelchair and expect not to get looks. You can't be on crutches and expect not to get looks, okay? But I've never seen anyone diss a whole group of people, transgenders, bisexuals, lesbians, gays. I've never experienced that. People being rude to them. It might make that person feel uncomfortable because now they come around and they're getting stares. People gonna stare at you. People stare at me. I'm a woman. I know my looks can, I look like, I could be a man, with my big face and head and nose and lips, and I have big hands. It is what it is. When I walk into a room, I'm glad you're looking, okay? And I expect you to look. If you don't look, I feel some type of way. So I mean, you have to have confidence in yourself, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, for you to want to be the opposite sex, you don't have that confidence in yourself, and I'm wondering, is that something mental? I'm just being serious. I'm being serious. I need some answers. I want answers. You want our people to understand what the hell is going on, then you need to make it make sense to us. I'm sorry. That's just true. And I'm not playing at all. I'm dead serious. I done got upset because I don't know why I got myself upset just now. I got real serious because of this child. And I'm just like, I'm not his parent, not his parents, not even his family, but I'm just concerned. I'm very concerned. That's it. If you have comments, please type them below. If you want to subscribe, please do. I like to be real and honest. I like to have truthful conversations. That's just me. I don't mean to hurt no one's feelings or piss anyone off, because that's not my character. That's not who I am. In this situation right here, I just kindly want to know more. And I'm concerned. So yeah, until next time, peace.